What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Wolves of Ohio podcast. I'm Trevante Slaughter, and to my right,
I'm Vargo.
Welcome back. Before we get into today's topic, we're gonna just see how each other's weekend went. How was your weekend?
Yeah, wasn't bad. I wouldn't say anything special really happened this weekend. Well, I had a gas leak in my house.
Didn't we talk about that when you showed me the house?
I can't remember, cause I don't think so. Cause you came by back in April when I showed you the house.
Oh my God, was that April?
Yeah, that was April.
Jesus.
Yeah, what was it? It was May going into June, so it was shortly after that. I was out of town on a trip, and my girlfriend calls me and says, "Hey, I smell gas." I'm like,
Jesus.
"All right, well, you're gonna have to shut the gas off and call the gas company." And she's like, I don't want to do that. I shut the gas off. She shut the gas off, but she was like,
Okay.
I don't smell gas anymore, so I'm not going to call the gas company.
Okay. I thought you meant like she didn't want to turn the gas off. I was like, ma'am, you got to.
Well, the leak wasn't horrible, because, I want to say even shortly before I left on that trip, she had talked about being able to smell gas, and, I was like, that's kind of been like that. And it's not like I haven't cooked on the stove, so it's like I walked right out there and turned sparked up the burner on the stove, and the house didn't explode. But finally, what was it? Because we were installing a cabinet over by that where the gas hookup is.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons why it took us so long, because we were like, well, we'll just wait till we get that cabinet installed, and it took us a while to finally get to putting it in. So we put it in, and then as we were putting in while I was over there, I was like, oh, I could still smell the gas even though the gas is off. But one of the things that we thought was because we were moving the stove around so much, the connection might have gotten loose. Well, I tried tightening the connection, and those things were snug, so like, okay, that's not a good sign.
God. So, did they come out yet? Or?
Yeah, no. If you call the gas company and tell them you smell gas, they'll probably be out same day.
Hopefully. God, that's good.
Well, it was a Saturday when we called, and they were, what is it? They, the dispatcher, gave us the instructions, get out of the house, don't open or close any windows, yada, yada, yada. And by the time she went upstairs and got changed, I went downstairs, grabbed some camping chairs and the portable chargers, and we walked outside and set up the camping chairs. They were parked out front of the house.
That's useful. I was gonna say, did you go to your mom's, but that works.
Well, they were gonna want to meet me, so I was like,
okay.
I'm not gonna go that far, and it's like,
right.
Honestly, we've been living in the house with this gas leak for a while, so
right.
But
oh God.
It feels a little weird to call the gas company and then be like, get out of the house, and then they show up and they're like, why are you in the house?
Right. Like, well, hey, that is crazy. Well, I'm glad you guys are safe. I think that's another fear of mine right there. Like, passing out or just dying from a gas leak. Oh my God.
Well, I don't know if that gas is enough to, it'd have to be really a lot being shot into the house. I would imagine. But the natural gas like that, they have that egg smell to it. So you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to smell kind of like rotten eggs. So if there's a leak, you can smell it.
Okay.
No, I think normally it's odorless, but they add in a scent to it to make it identifiable.
Okay.
Now, a carbon monoxide leak or something like that you ain't gonna notice.
That's when you're just like, well, I'm ready, Jesus.
Yeah, because that stuff will take you. That's real dangerous. So definitely get a carbon monoxide detector.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have to get that whenever I become rich and famous to get a house.
I mean, I would if you don't have one in your apartment here, I would probably get one.
I don't know, I'll be fine, man. If anything. Actually, no, because they checked, oh my god. Back, was it March? I think they checked back in March. And it's actually in the second room. So they checked for that.
Check for a carbon monoxide detector or check for carbon monoxide?
I think they checked for the carbon monoxide. I can't talk. The usual. But I think they checked for that because it was like 8 in the morning. And I just hear like banging on the door and I'm like, oh god. I'm like, why are the cops at my door? And then I opened up the door and it was like 4 of them. And they're like, hey, we're just here to check your gas and everything. And I'm like, gas. But they were checking that because the furnace is in the second room, which is still weird.
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
Really weird because you think it would be in the, like at least in that closet. Usually they try to keep it in, well, the apartments that I've been in before, like it's usually in the closet by the kitchen. But anything else fun happen?
Well, I mean, after that, I actually got to cook on a stove. I haven't been cooking on a stove in a while, so I've been using like crock pots and air fryers.
That's good.
So my son was happy. He said we finally got to eat real food.
We finally got the. Oh my god, that makes it sound like you're poor. I was like, shut up. Oh my god.
We were doing a lot of. We were doing a lot of like air fried stuff. Like, like I did some things with some like chicken tenders.
Ooh.
Or some frozen Mexican chicken.
Oh yeah.
So
I
we
can
made
mess up some
tacos out of that as opposed to like having ground beef or like other like homemade chicken.
Right. Yeah, I can mess with some Mexican food right now. Actually, that sounds so good.
Right.
Jesus. Excuse me. But yeah, anything else or no?
Nah, I mean Sunday was pretty chill. Not much going on there.
Oh God.
I can't remember. I'm trying to think what I did Friday night. Actually, I didn't really do much Friday night either. Normally I hang out with my friends, but my one buddy worked Saturday, so that means he had to be up early. So that means he went to bed early.
Oh.
And by the time I got up and went and spent time with my son, he was ready for bed. My buddy was ready for bed, so it's like, all right, got a chill Friday night.
That's dope.
What did you get into?
Friday. What did I do Friday? Friday, I came home, did some more editing. Saturday, went to work after all that horse shit. Saturday, I got home. They wanted to, everybody wanted to go out, and I'm like, I don't have any money. And I was like, I went straight home, wherever. And then my one coworker, he's like, yo, man, where you at, bro? I'm like, dude, I'm at home. He's like, meet me at the Highlander, dude. I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, you're paying. So I get there, and it is crazy. Or no, that was all Friday night that actually happened. So I lied. That was Friday night because I did come in Saturday with some news at work. So it happened Friday night, and I get there, I skateboard up there, and our other coworker, he pulls up, throw my skateboard in the car. I'm talking to my one neighbor, actually. We have the same birthday.
Uh-huh.
And he's 50 years old, though. And it was him and his girl, and we're chilling, we're talking, and there was this other girl, really beautiful girl. But we were talking about filmmaking and stuff. And we're getting our drinks and stuff, wherever. I go outside, we're smoking on the patio, wherever, we're talking. This white guy comes up, and he's like, hey, man, so look, I got a black joke. And I'm like, okay, here we go. And it was so funny because I'm like, oh, I got something, because he looks just like this person. So he's like, so the black guy does this. I'm like, hold on, before you start that, I'm like, anybody ever tell you look like Jeffrey Epstein, motherfucker? And then instantly, he just shuts down. He looked just like Jeffrey Epstein because of the silver hair and it was spiked up. Well, his was just more spiked up like James Gunn's, though. And, yeah, so he was just like, he got shut down and he walks away for a bit. And I'm talking back to the girl, I'm not going to name her name. I'm talking to her still. We're just laughing about that situation. And then he comes back, he was like, well, Diddy was at the parties too, bro. Diddy was at the party. I'm like, that's not what we're talking about. You threw in a black joke and you don't even know me. And I'm like, I'm on edge. You should take it as every black person or any other minority is on edge right now. Okay? So if you don't know them, don't start any jokes. So that was the whole thing.
You look like Diddy.
Oh, dude, if he would have said that, I would have been pissed. I'm like, you know what? We're fighting, old man. That was another thing. He was like probably 50 or 60. He was old as hell. But it was a good night. What was it? And then my coworker that first called me up, there's a guy, I'm not going to say his name either. He's cool with my neighbor, and he's bald. Now, my coworker's like 6 feet. The guy that's bald, he's like about our height. And he's just smoking or wherever he's chilling. My friend, he goes like, Michael Jordan, grabs his bald head, and he starts going like this. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, what, dude? And I'm like, you're drunk. How did you even get here? And we were just like, we're going home. We got to go home. And we finally left. We apologized, but the dude, luckily he was a good sport about it. He was just laughing the whole time. And I'm like, oh my God, he's going to hate us for this later whenever we see him again. But that was my Friday, and I brought that into work Saturday when we were talking about it at work, and no one laughed at it. I'm like, all right, you guys make the weirdest jokes ever. I threw in my joke about the Jeffrey Epstein looking dude. All right, whatever. But yeah, that was my Friday. And then my Saturday, I came here to finish editing, and I was up till 6 a.m. again, trying to finish that second episode up. And then Sunday, my other coworker, he hit me up, and he was like, yo, bro, we're going to our one coworker's house for a party. I'm like, cool, pool party. It was all the way in Royalton, and we got blasted. She had so much alcohol, it was ridiculous. We just got drunk. All right, so, but my one coworker that does the Michael Jordan thing to the one guy, this Sunday, there were some kids playing kickball with us or wherever, and we're just doing that. And from the corner of my eye, after I throw the ball to my friend, I just see him go, boom! Hits this kid, the kid falls, gets back up, and he's like, okay. And I'm like, oh my God. I don't think it was that bad, but it was just in my head it looked that bad because
Sounds
we were all
that
drinking.
scene from Billy Madison.
Oh God, I haven't seen that in so long, so I don't know. What scene is it? I haven't seen that movie.
He's playing dodgeball with the kids. I think it was whatever grade he started with. I don't know if he started with first grade or kindergarten.
Okay.
But whichever one he started with, they go out for recess, and then as soon as he walks outside, he gets hit with the ball, and then they tell him he's out. He walks back inside, and the teacher's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I'm out." And he's like, and the teacher's like, "This is a special time for the teacher. You need to go back outside and play." So he goes back outside, and I think they throw the ball at him, and he catches it, and then he just proceeds to wail on the kid. And yeah. I think the thing is, like, people have said, like, during that, when they shot that scene, he was really just wailing on them for real.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's like a rubber dodgeball.
Right.
You know.
Gotcha. Dang, I can't remember that movie because I haven't seen that in so long. It's been a long time because I can't remember the last time I watched that. I gotta rewatch that. But yeah, it was just like that. He was being Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Well, in my head, because I was just like, is this kid okay? And the kid just got back up like, all right, and he was ready to just keep winning. But yeah, and my coworker, her house is so freaking big, it was ridiculous. It's nice. Also, I don't know if I can really talk about this, but anyways, her husband passed away, and rest in peace to him, but she's like, yeah, my husband is a stripper, and I'm like, well, he was a stripper. I'm like, what? And she has like this photo, and she pulls it out. It's like this big. And she's like, see, I told you. And it's just nothing but cash in his thong. And I'm like, well, she wasn't lying. And I'm like, okay. Oh, but yeah, that was my Sunday. And then I got here, passed out at 10, and woke up at like 1 a.m., I think. But yeah, that was my Sunday. It was cool. It was a cool weekend. Oh, God. Ready for next weekend. Hopefully some more fun stuff happens. But yeah, but we got some good news. Oh, shit. Can you stop that?
Yeah.
Oh. We are back with some good news. No ridiculous. Well, we actually do have one ridiculous story. And that one you might find funny because I was dying and there's video proof of it happening. But school janitor becomes a teacher. So let's start. Okay. So in schools there are many helpers, like office staff, cafeteria workers who play a small part in making it easier to learn. I did it for 16 years, said Michael Dixon. Mr. Mike, as students knew him, was the head custodian keeping the building clean, but also working with students trying to help motivate them to stay on task. Even the parents started to take notice. I was wiping the windows by the front office, said Dixon. She said, I don't know what you've been saying to my son, but keep saying it. He's paid to clean classrooms, but his passion was bigger than a broom. I used to say to people all the time, okay, sorry, my bad. He used to clean classrooms, but his passion was bigger than a broom.
Because broom.
I know. I like it, but I'm like, come on. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. My bad. Okay, so I used to say to people all the time, I'm going to be on the other side of that desk soon. One of these days, he said. Always wanted to be a teacher, but I never went to school. Everyone saw the time he spent with students. Administrators started letting them come to faculty meetings and encourage them. Focus on the unique things school districts are doing to help students succeed. She said, hurry up and get your degree because these kids need you. He told us of a conversation with his principal, so he cleaned classrooms by day and studied in them at night. When I started college, I'm using floppy disks, and the lady in the library said, sir, we don't use those anymore, said Dixon. But what they still needed was teachers who cared. Degree in hand, Mr. Mike is now Mr. Dixon, teaching financial literacy at Leonard Middle School in Fort Worth ISD and connecting with kids. He's very funny and he likes to joke around most of the time in class. While most teachers, they're really serious in class, say Coven Elder, one of his students. He works really hard to keep us in check, and the life lesson that we need is for the future, said Veronica Cavillo. These first-year middle schoolers just know him as their teacher who took an interest in them, not knowing the sacrifices he made to stand before them. He was the janitor? That's cool, I didn't know that, echoed Elder. The man they claimed, the man they clearly already loved instantly became even cooler. That's very inspirational. It shows you can do whatever you want, Cavillo added. It's not all wrapped up in a bow, Mr. Dixon admits. Teaching's a lot harder than he thought. Jesus, my bad. I am dying again. You have to have tough skin to deal with different attitudes, different behaviors. Not only that, you have got to have a passion for this. It's not for everybody, he said, which it isn't. Because we hear a lot of horror stories about teachers doing crazy stuff. So Fort Worth ISD is building a new school here with higher expectations for teachers. Mr. Dixon doesn't have the certifications needed to stay on board, and so he's looking for his next classroom. Whether he's at the blackboard or holding a broom, it's safe to say he'll be looking to make a difference. My dad told me years ago, you're always on stage, somebody's always looking at you, and I took that to heart, said Dixon. How do you feel?
Well, it kind of sucks that he's getting removed from his school.
Yeah, I'm like, how's that gonna work? I'm like, oh man. It made me cry because I didn't even see the full thing until I just typed it in today, because I saw it yesterday, like a little, someone posted it on like Instagram, like one of the news sites.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll have some kind of maybe program to grandfather him in.
Right, I'm like, come on now.
Is that I think that they did that at my mom's school.
Oh, okay.
Where if some of the staff that was already employed, if they didn't meet the new criteria, they were able to take some classes and tests online to qualify to retain their jobs.
Okay.
So maybe that's what they mean by he was looking for a new classroom.
Okay, cool. Also, speaking of schools, I just saw something today when I woke up this morning. So the BMV over on Snow, they did like they have like a school there now. I just saw them make a post about it on Facebook, and I'm like, that's weird. I forget what it's called. I'm gonna look it up now. We'll talk about it next time. But yeah, they said ages from 14 to 21. I'm like, 21? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Some people get held back because we did have a guy that was 21 still in our school when I was a freshman, and then come to find out, this is crazy. He ended up, I think he ended up trying to get with a younger girl. This is like after we graduated though. And it was crazy because I remember hearing about it, and I seen him driving up and down my friend Cassie, up and down her street. So I guess he used to live over there because I seen him a couple times before that, just driving around or wherever. But yeah, they said he was trying to get with younger girls. I forget his name, but yeah, he was 21 and he was like held back a bunch of times.
Do you know if he had any mental disabilities?
No.
Huh.
I forget. I want to say his name was like with an R, but yeah, because I only seen him like. Oh my god.
That's wild. I didn't know that you could continue to go to high school for that long.
Yeah, because he was like 20 when what was it like? They were in like the fall, and then someone was like, "Yeah, he's probably just gonna drop out because he's turning 21 soon." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Okay," but yeah. Also, if you see this, please don't kill us. I just thought about that. Oh god. Actually, he might be in jail, so we should be good. But also, if you're not, please don't kill us. But yeah, I didn't think about that. But I mean, hell, it could be anybody. Honestly, Valley Forge, all those kids were screwed up.
You know, there were 3 Parma schools. You didn't have to mention which one you went to.
I didn't even think about that part. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
I just narrowed it down.
2 months I even recognized you.
Oh my god.
And then as soon as you say Valley Forge, it's like, he's talking about me.
It's like, nah, do you remember this Billy Madison thing? The guy with the list, Schneider. He's like, he took me off the list and now I just got back on it. He's like, wait a minute. In real time, he's like, I feel an itch I feel a disturbance in the force, dog. Oh.
I don't know if you got crossed off the list, but you definitely made it in.
I got it back on, yeah. Oh, man. But, yeah. Okay. That's terrifying. So our second thing we have, I'm going to have to figure out, I'm just going to link her Twitter. So this girl went to yoga, but not just any kind of yoga. Goat yoga. I'm like,
I feel like I've heard of goat yoga.
Huh?
I feel like I've heard of goat
I've never heard of it. And it's crazy because she had her hair down and everything. She had an afro. The goat ate her hair. Yeah. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, that's wild.
Now, how much of... Okay, like, what do you... When you say it ate her hair...
Oh, yeah.
Was it her hair, or was it hers because she bought it?
No, it was hers. It was an afro. What do you mean by that? We're going to have to cut that out. Let me see.
Have you never seen Black Jeopardy?
No.
It was a SNL skit.
No. No, I never seen that. I gotta watch that. Is that one of the bits?
Yeah, I can't remember what the question was. But the answer, like, it was about extensions or something like that, and like the answer that they gave was, "What is? It's mine because I bought it."
Oh God. That part sounds familiar.
My thing is, like, how do you not notice the goat eating your hair? I would imagine it would be pulling.
Let me see.
So that's why I'm like, is it her actual hair, or is it like...
Here we go. Alright, guys, I went to goat yoga, and the goat literally ate a piece of my afro. Like, I'm still flabbergasted. Someone did a screenshot of the video because I seen her post a video. I guess her friend filmed the video, and then someone just wait, hold on. That is crazy. Let me see if I can find her video because she linked it down. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me. Make sure we're still recording. Ah, dang it. She said I'm never doing shit like that again. Oh my god, where's the video? Oh, here we go.
I can't even see the goat eating her hair. I just see her being like...
Sorry. Because it's like your hair is a small one.
Yeah. Is she supposed to be doing yoga with the goat on her back?
I don't know. I don't know how goat yoga works. I don't know. But I'm keeping that. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna link it in. I'm gonna link her Twitter in the comments. Oh my god, that killed me though. I seen that yesterday. I was just like, I want to see if there's actual proof or if she's just like talking on Twitter. And then I scroll down.
That's a wild thing to lie about.
It is, but you see some weird stuff. People be saying some weird stuff. But that is actually a really weird thing to lie about. But yeah, I was like, that's funny as hell. That killed me. Oh, and then we also have sad news. Lil Nas X. Did you hear anything about that?
No.
So 2 days ago, he's walking down the street in cowboy boots and just tighty whities. And I thought it was like for a music video. Because I was half asleep when I got up and I saw it. I was like, oh, that's probably the music video. And then like I scrolled past it afterwards and they were like, oh yeah, they saying that he OD'd or whatever. Ooh. And he was on drugs or whatever. And then they said he also, some fans got out and they saw him, they filmed him and everything. And then they also sold it to TMZ, and they also said that Lil Nas X punched a cop and he got sent to jail. And I'm like, how do you just punch a cop without getting shot? I'm like, that's crazy. But yeah, so well, then they said...
Generally, one, he's famous, and two,
True.
Generally... it's kind of hard to go straight from punching to shooting.
You get a point.
You know,
you could still.
I mean, yeah, you could do it, but that's gonna, you're not gonna get away with that one super easily.
Especially with a celebrity. Sorry, Grandma. I know you watch my videos. I'm sorry for all the cursing. I just realized that. I'm sorry, Graham.
You barely started the story. You could have edited that out.
Yeah, I know, but still, I'm gonna leave that one. But yeah, so Lil Nas X is in the news again, and it's not for his music, but it's because they said that he OD'd. But he was walking down the street of wherever, I think it was in LA.
Well, first, is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. Oh, he's still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. But
you never know. You know, someone ODs. You know,
right? It could be anything.
Yeah,
ODing is just scary, man. That's a
it's
my god.
Super preventable too.
I got a story to tell you after this. But no, so he OD'd, and before that happens though, he's walking down the street and his fans are filming him. His fans are filming him and everything, and he's singing just like humming and everything to his friends and saying like, "Don't worry about it," or whatever, just get the shot or whatever he was saying. And his fans sold the footage to TMZ. And then also Lil Nas X ended up punching a cop after being confronted by the cops. And he went straight to jail. But he got out for $75,000 on bail. I'm like, damn, that's a lot.
Well, I'm never quite sure if that's the amount he pays or if that's... because technically you only have to pay 10% of 10%. I don't. When they say that, you know, like the bail, because you said it was what, 75,000.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the 75,000 was what he had to pay, or if that was, or he only has to pay 10% of that.
Okay.
Because technically, based on your constitution rights, you only have to pay 10% of bail.
Oh.
But also with him being a celebrity, they might have made the bail higher because one, he's got the money.
Mm-hmm.
Two, if he wanted to flee, he definitely has a higher chance of a flight risk.
Right.
He has the means to just go.
I wonder if that recorded.
But so that might have played something into it too.
Okay, because I didn't know any of that. But yeah, so hopefully he gets the help that he can get. I know it's just been hard on him from like all the other rappers saying they didn't want to collab with him, but that was like years ago when he announced that he was gay. But they were coming out like, "Oh man, we not rocking with you." I'm like, "He's gay." I'm like, "Come on, man, y'all be hanging out with your homeboys all the time and stuff, talking about y'all got each other on each other's songs talking about how big your dicks are." I'm like, hey, that's the least. Another man being gay is the least of your worries. And I'm like, come on. But yeah. So I do have a story about OD. A friend that OD'd or wherever, we were helping them out. Try not to give any details, but we were helping them out. Anyways,
You're pretty bad about that this episode.
I really am, man. I'm just gonna be dead soon. But nah. Anywho, months later, we're still helping them out. Dude, I wake up. We had a party the night before. We were all getting trashed. This is like 3 years ago, I think. We're getting just trashed. Wake up, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go to my boy's house or wherever, because like his parents were having a party, so we're gonna go to his house pregame and go to his parents. I wake up. I'm like, I'm about to get in the shower. I go to the bathroom, open up the door, and I'm like, it smells a little weird in here. Open the door fully up, and it's nothing but shit all over the floor and in the tub, and I'm like, what? Like, I couldn't even process that. I just like closed the door, went back to my room, ended up passing out, woke up again, and I was like, that was a weird dream. I woke up again, went straight to the bathroom, I'm like, that wasn't a goddamn dream. And then on top of that, it's crazy because that person that did it, later in the night when I got back home, I'm like, yeah, because I sent a text to like my roommate or whatever. I'm like, yo, did you guys like figure that out or whatever? The person that did it, they try to blame it on me, and I'm like, no, that wasn't. I'm like, I was turned, but no, that wasn't me. I'm like, and half the time, because also we had to keep going outside to go pee and everything because they were in there for so long, like the night of.
Painting your bathroom, apparently.
Yeah, I was gonna take pictures to like show people I wasn't crazy, but I'm like, this is not going on my phone.
Pictures you want to show people.
Exactly. I'm like, I was like, no, I'm not doing this, and I just like opted out of that whole thing. I'm like, I'm leaving. So I hit my boy. I'm like, yo, can I shower at your house? It's too much going on. He's like, yeah, for sure. Got there, and I'm telling him, he's like, what?
I don't know how you don't just clean that up right away.
I couldn't, dude. It was a massacre. But I'm saying, like, from like right when you step onto the freaking floor, like it was everywhere, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. That is.
I feel like it's just worse coming back to it later.
Oh yeah, but it was cleaned up later. But I was like, dude, what the hell?
Your roommate took care of it?
I think he did.
You got one hell of a roommate there.
Yeah, I'm like, hey man, I'm like, it's your house, and also you did say that they could stay here and we could help them out. I'm like, no.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
I'm like, I still should feel bad, but I was like, I can't, because I'm gonna throw up, and I'm gonna be bitching about this for the next 30 years, or however long I'm gonna be alive for. But then there was another one. This is like before I moved in there. This is like in 2019. We had a big party again, and it was this random girl, and she was on a couch or wherever in the basement. We're all playing beer pong and stuff. And I'm talking to my roommate's brother, and I'm like, yo, it smells like someone shit themselves. And then he's like, really? He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, I'm too drunk to smell anything. So we walk past after we all get done playing beer pong because we're going to go outside for a break to go smoke. We go outside, and I'm like, it smells worse now. So then we come back downstairs or wherever. That girl is gone. And I look over, I'm like, yo, I told you, bro. And it was just all over their couch. Like, and then I don't know where she went, but we went upstairs after we cleaned it or whatever. This is like 6 in the morning now because we're all out chilling, and everybody was coming through because it was still like it was Sunday, I think Saturday going into Sunday, and then more people were coming. I see the girl. She comes from our bathroom. She walks out, and she's walking out the door, and I'm like, yo, look. and it was just on the back of her pants. And I'm like,
Whoa.
dude, I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, that's wild. I'm like, I don't know how people lose control of their bladders like that when they're drunk or high. I'm like, that's crazy.
I don't know. Never had the problem myself either, so.
Never. I'm like, the worst thing I've done, which is twice, it was both times in Kent, was I got naked in my cousin's dorm bathroom. Or not, it was his apartment bathroom, actually. Somehow I got, because I was trying to be cool and I was smoking weed. And I was like, yeah, man, I can smoke wherever. I can smoke and drink at the same time, whatever. And ended up getting hot and sweaty. Went to the bathroom and I just had to pee. And I was just like, woke up with my pants off and my shoes were still on. And I remember I didn't want to like ruin my shoes because they were brand new. Like, I gotta get my shoes off. And I guess I like just took my clothes off and then passed out in the bathroom. Like hanging off the tub in the toilet. And then
That'll pull you down pretty quick.
it's embarrassing. And then years before, my really good friend, when he got to Kent, same thing happened. Someone was like, yo, man, I got weed from Dubai. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, I guess. And I'm like, I don't know the difference. Whatever. So I'm like, I'm just going to smoke it or whatever. And I get drunk as hell. End up in the bathroom. My friend's roommate ends up walking in. He's like, oh, man. He's like, yo, Paul, or I'm not going to cut his name out. I'm going to cut his name out. He's like, yo, your friend's in here naked. And he's like hanging off the toilet. So that was that. So there's 2 times that's happened. That's like the worst thing I've done drunk. Actually, no, I passed out at the one bar, cafe. It was around my birthday like 2 years ago. And I was on the toilet, but my shirt was off. And luckily, it was closing time, and this one guy walks in, and he goes to get the bartender. He's like, hey, there's a guy in the bathroom with his shirt off, but he's still in the toilet. And his pants are still on. And they had to get me an Uber home, dude. I got home, fell asleep in my bathroom on the floor, woke up at like 6, went back to sleep, and then I had to work at like 10, I think. So then I'm like, had to get an Uber, and then my phone was at 10%, and I'm like, oh no, and I left my charger at home. But yeah, so I had great times. Naked on the toilet. But I think that's about it. I think that's all we got for today. Oh God. Yeah. Thank you for rocking with us and podding with us. Follow us at the Wolves of Ohio Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Blue Sky, TikTok, and email us if you guys got any any drunk stories that you guys want to tell us about. Email us at the Wolves of Ohio podcast.com.
Have you gotten any responses on any of those?
Nope. I don't know. I didn't check. I keep getting other stuff, so I don't know. It's like, because it keeps trying to merge with my main account. You know, like when you have 2 different accounts on Google and YouTube. And it's like,
honestly, no. I don't think I've had an issue with anything.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think I've ever really had like 2 separate accounts.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's doing too much. So I actually need to check that. Well, we do have a guy that said he wants to he wants to be on our podcast, but he's in Cincinnati. And I'm like, I don't know how you've seen that. But I'm like, yeah, sir, we probably could do it remotely because 1, we ain't got money for you to come, and 2, we don't know you. Not in a bad way, but we just don't know you, sir. But I was like, that's cool. But yeah. So yeah, just reach out to us at the Wolves of Ohio Podcast at gmail.com. It's gonna be THEWOLVES of Ohio OFOHIO Podcast PODCAST at gmail.com. I could have made this damn email so much shorter, but I never did. Think about it.
Here's the other thing. You spell it out every time. Is there anything in that isn't common spelling?
I don't know. People try to be too cool nowadays. They probably might try to think it's gonna be like the number 2 and then I don't know, man.
You could have just been like all common spelling.
You got a valid point. It's at the Wolves of Ohio Podcast at gmail.com. I'm sorry, guys. I had a rough day and I'm just beat up.
Dude, it's just you did that last time, and I'm sitting there thinking like
I did because
I don't think any of this is spelled abnormally.
Yeah. But you guys figure it out. You guys know. You guys are smart. I'm just gonna put it in our bio. But also, if Vargo has anything, go ahead, take it away, man.
Not really.
Her brain's hurting.
That's the best way to get more of me is follow the podcast.
Yes, do that. And then, yeah, we got some, we're going to have some fun guests on actually next week. And can't say anything right now, but we're going to have some guests. It's going to be fun. And thank you again for rocking with us. Oh, it's off. All right. Peace.